Well, in the Ask Me segment, you have asked me, how do I let go of this type of suffering? Although there are a lot of things that happens in my life that I didn't create. I didn't create the pandemic. I didn't create people dying. I didn't create, loss of my job. There's a lot of stuff that happened and I suffer. And so when you say you want to eradicate emotional suffering, how is that even possible? Things happen in our life that is beyond our control. It always happens. It will always happen. There's no one on the face of the earth that you could say that is in control and in managing every single aspect. And there's a distinct difference between natural experience of emotions, feelings that we have about things that are happening, but suffering is different. Suffering is when we add certain type of a generalized belief, a negative belief to the matter about ourselves or the world. That's where suffering begins. It's not like an event happens, we feel the way we feel. If it's uncomfortable, of course, we're going to feel all the uncomfortable feelings and we're going to do something about it or we're going to accept it. And the feeling comes and goes based on the patterns of things that are happening in front of us. If somebody passes away, the natural feeling is to go through grief, is to be sad, is to go through the loss and then release and let go. If we lose a job, it's we're going to go through the feelings of loss and maybe anxiety, maybe sadness, maybe shame. Those are all emotions that show up appropriately to some matter. And as we think about what we're going to do with the matter, either we accept it, do something, change it, our emotions and feelings will change with that. The suffering is when we get stuck in something. And usually the stuckness is because we're not going to take whatever it is and we'll say it shouldn't be this way. And it's either my fault because of my character or it's the world's fault because it just wasn't going to give it to me. And that piece of suffering is that stuckness that we get create. That's the one that we need to learn to let go, to watch the belief system and thought process that is side by side with that and start doing reality check, opening it up, learning the skills of being with what shows up, being with an emotion and the feeling that shows up, uh, seeing what you can do about it, do what you need to do, and accept the rest. And then that's how the suffering is alleviated. Thank you.